Good morning and welcome to my channel. When we think about a cactus, we usually think about something that is a plant that is round or cylindrical and with very sharp spines that grow in a desert that is adapted to very dry conditions. And yet not all cacti are like that. This is an example of a cactus that is an epiphytic cactus, which means a cactus that grows on a tree trunk somewhere in a forest, in a jungle, and is not adapted to dry conditions at all. Look at its stems. They are very thin with a huge surface area through which water can evaporate. Somehow Rhipsalis and some other cacti lost their ability to grow in dry conditions, in extremely dry conditions, but because they branched after the cacti lost their leaves, they are only left with stems that they made in the process of evolution. They made them thick, they made thin, they made them much better adapted to less light because they have a larger surface area through which water could evaporate, but at the same time that the photosynthesis can take place more effectively, because if they are growing on trees, on tree trunks as epiphytic plants, they are shaded by the leaves of the trees. So that's how it is. I'm not sure when, maybe this year, maybe a year ago, I showed you flowers of this cactus, and now I'm showing you the fruits. Okay, and what's on the tip of the fruit is a dried up flower, and the flowers looked exactly like that when they were in bloom, of white color, maybe a little bit yellowish. They were less dry, of course, a little bit larger, because when they dried up, they shrunk. And look at that, they are a little bit similar to a dragon fruit. And dragon fruits are fruits of epiphytic cacti, a little bit different species and not Rhipsalis, but the fruit looks very much the same. Okay, so I keep it in a pot. I water it quite regularly, and there is something interesting here. Look, some of the stems are covered with hairy spines. Some are not. I'm not sure why. Maybe because these are old stems. I don't know. I don't know why. Anyways, this is the only cactus that grows, that was thought to grow in the wild outside of America, but it's because it was introduced to Africa mainly by the early Spanish conquerors who went to America, and then they found this plant, and it is also called sometimes mistletoe cactus because it grows on trees and it has those fruits that are white when they are not ripe. And mistletoe is a plant, a parasitic plant. This one is not parasitic. This one is epiphytic, which means it grows on the tree trunks. And mistletoe is a parasitic plant which grows on tree branches, and it grows its roots into the branches, and it grows off the host plant. Okay, but they took this plant back to Europe because they liked it, because mistletoe is a very sometimes treated, especially in Western Europe, in France, treated as a plant that is worshipped, that used to be worshipped by the Gauls, by people who lived there during the Roman Empire, or even earlier. It was thought to be a sacred plant. Okay, so this is the history, and because it resembles mistletoe, it's called the mistletoe cactus, and it was taken back. I'm not sure whether accidentally or on purpose, taken back to the old world, where it grows right now quite happily. There are more cacti that grow in Europe and in the old world right now, but they are all just like this one. They all grow them because they were introduced. Okay, the origin of all cacti is America. Actually, both Americas. Okay. So this is it. I hope you like my mistletoe cactus, my Rhipsalis baccifera. Nice plant, isn't it? Really nice. And these stems can be very, very long, very, very thick, grow in a bushy. I mean, the thickness of the stem itself is always the same, but the plant can grow to be a very, very bushy plant. Okay. Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a great rest of the day.